for her changed to hate. "I would she were dead at my feet and the jewels in her ear," he cried. His only comfort now was in hearing of the serious losses which had befallen Antonio, some of whose ships were wrecked. "Let him look to his bond," said Shylock. "Let him look to his bond." Meanwhile Bassanio had reached Belmont and had visited the fair Portia. He found, as he had told Antonio, that the rumor of her wealth and beauty had drawn to her suitors from far and near. But to all of them Portia had but one reply. She would only accept that suitor who would pledge himself to abide by the terms of her father's will. These were conditions that frightened away many an ardent wooer. For he who'd win Portia's heart and hand had to guess which of the 3 caskets held her portrait. If he guessed all right, then Portia would be his bride. If wrong, then he was bound by oath never to reveal which casket he chose, never to marry, and to go away at once. The caskets were of gold, silver, and lead. The gold one bore this inscription: "Who chooses me shall gain what many men desire." The silver one had this: "Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves." While on the lead one were these words: "Who chooses me must give and hazard all he has." The Prince of Morocco, as brave as he was black, was among the first to submit to this test. He chose the gold casket, for he said neither lead nor silver could contain her picture. So he chose the gold casket and found inside the likeness of what many men desire, death. After him came the haughty Prince of Aragon, and saying, "Let me have what I desire, surely I deserve the lady." He chose the silver one, and found inside a fool's head. "Did I deserve no more than a fool's head?" he cried. Then at last came Bassanio, and Portia would have delayed him from making his choice from very fear of his choosing wrong, for she loved him dearly, even as he loved her. "But," said Bassanio, "let me choose at once, for as I am I live upon the rack." Then Portia bade her servants to bring music and play while her gallant lover made his choice. And Bassanio took the oath and walked up to the caskets, the musicians playing softly the while. "Mere outward show," he said, "is to be despised. The world is still deceived with ornament, and so no gaudy gold or shining silver for me. I choose the lead casket. Joy be the consequence." And opening it, he found fair Portia's portrait inside, and he turned to her and asked if it were true that she was his. "Yes," said Portia, "I am yours, and this house is yours, and with them I give you this ring, from which you must never part." And Bassanio, saying that he could hardly speak for joy, found words to swear that he would never part with the ring while he lived. Then suddenly all his happiness was dashed with sorrow, for a messenger came from Venice to tell him that Antonio was ruined, and that Shylock demanded from the Duke the fulfilment of the bond, under which he was entitled to a pound of the merchant's flesh. Portia was as grieved as Bassanio to hear of the danger which threatened his friend. "First," she said, "take me to the church and make me your wife, and then go to Venice at once to help your friend. You shall take with you money enough to pay his debt 20 times over." But when her newly made husband had gone, Portia went after him, and arrived in Venice disguised as a lawyer, and with an introduction from a celebrated lawyer Bellario, whom the Duke of Venice had called in to decide the legal questions raised by the Shylock's claim to a pound of Antonio's flesh. When the court met, Bassanio offered Shylock twice the money borrowed, if he would withdraw his claim. But the money-lender's only answer was, "If every ducat in 6,000 ducats..."